Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 19th of March. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And Gary, we've done it again. We have done it again.
We have. We've done it. We did it. And it was, how exciting.
I've got to tell you, viewers, for those of you that are reading the media, the popular press, and reading about all the doom and gloom against the property markets right round Australia, you would be fair and reasonable to take yourself to Sydney on the next plane, do the harbour walk, get yourself to the top of the harbour bridge and throw yourself off if you were watching the media. But if you came to our auctions across the weekend, you would be rejoicing because, Gary, 21 out of 26 auctions for an 81% clearance rate against the industry average of 55%. We are absolutely smoking it at the moment, Gary.
Why would they have to go to Sydney? Why don't they just jump off a bridge here? The West
Gate. If you're going to jump off a bridge, and I know that this is not really a nice topic of discussion,
it's
but
not a nice
if you jump off the top of the harbour bridge, you're done, right?
Is that right?
You're done.
Oh, okay.
And we've proven that if you jump off the top of Balti Bridge, you can survive.
Frankly, I find that quite offensive. I think Melbourne is good enough to jump off a bridge here. But you're right, Phil, because you could just about be accused of saying that all those newspapers are fake news.
Well,
all of the media is fake news.
Trump's right.
You know, let's not go down that discussion, Phil. But I got to say,
let's make Melbourne great again.
Well, we're making this part great again, aren't we, Phil? Of Melbourne, the part that we're working in, because that was the most extraordinary, over 80% after a weekend of over 90%. What's going on at Gary Peer Associates? We're doing something right. I wish we knew what it was. If only we knew what it was.
See, that's the thing, viewers. We are doing so well in 2019 against the industry tide, against all of the doom and gloom. We just don't know what we're doing.
We don't know why. No, that's not true. We do know why. We do have a clue about
Systems and processes, Gary.
Systems and processes and people, Phil.
Yep.
Good people.
Systems, processes, people.
Exactly.
SPP.
Systems, processes, people. So well done to our team. Well done to our sellers. Well done to all of the people that bought from us, Philip. We had 50 people bid on the weekend. 53 people bid on the weekend. That's a big number of people, Philip. There are a lot of buyers out there and there's a lot of action. Well, and some properties are going for more than they ever did, Phil. How about that?
Can I just also say the other stat that the sales meeting produced yesterday was across our group on the weekend we met 1,079 buyers.
I thought it was 1,023.
1,079 buyer groups. Okay. So, you know, and by the way, a group is often him and her, or him and him, or her and her.
Or family of 8.
Yep.
Could be. But we do have some circumstances. Exactly right. In Eastern Kilda, we've got families of 15, 12. I mean, that's a whole group there, Phil. But no, there would be, and that's not including the people that attended our auction. There could be another 400 or 500. So I reckon there could be as many as 2,500.
Massive. And Gary, we did get some results across the weekend, which are making a mockery of the stats that are going around. You know, everyone's saying, "Oh, Melbourne dropped by 11%. It's going to drop by another 7.2%." Well, Gary, we do have real-time evidence, and you're about to tell us what that real-time evidence of a property that was bought 12 months ago actually selling for more.
Exactly right. I think, Phil, you said it well. We are making Melbourne great again. I think that can be our heading. And I think
we should get caps. We should get caps. Making Melbourne great again. Caps, as in instead of Gary Peer, we'll get Gary Peer making Melbourne great again.
I don't know if everyone's going to like that, but we'll try. I'm not sure how competitors feel.
We should actually do it.
Okay,
Gary, a number of great things has happened.
But first, before you go anywhere, let's talk about that little annoying animal that came up and poked its head that we talked about a few weeks ago, that one with the Russian accent that talked about the insurance. Yeah. And it was a meerkat, Philip. It was a meerkat.
You did it. Do it again.
It was a meerkat. And that's what it was, Philip. It was a meerkat. And the first person to get it right was, of all people, a man who's actually brilliant, a solicitor, a special counsel solicitor, Philip.
A very, very intelligent man.
And I'm wondering,
and
how the hell,
handsome,
good-looking, smart guy. I'm wondering, Darren, how the hell you have got time or even interest in watching GPTV? Television must have gone down.
This is so Darren, you win the tickets to Gold Class,
or
maybe it's just
because you've got the meerkat.
It's to the classic cinema. But you know, brilliant people. One of the things about being brilliant, and you'll never know this, Gary, but I know it. One of the things about being brilliant is that you're able to condense a huge amount of work into a smaller amount of time. Hence, Darren has got time to leave the office, get home, settle into his comfy comfy lounge with a glass of wine at 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon and watch GPTV.
I've got a different theory, Philip. I think some people watch it in all different situations, like Julie's in the bath. And I think some people are in the bathroom watching GPTV as well in their breaks, Philip.
You can do it in many different places.
Anyway,
Gary,
well done. Hang on, there's other people, Philip.
Okay.
Don't try to cut me off.
Well, there's no prize for coming second or third.
As Pauline Hanson said, I won't be silenced. Oh no. Detta and Julian, they got it right, and they also said that we've done a good job for them. Leon's a great watcher. It was a meerkat. It was a meerkat. Even Glen from our office got it right, but he's ineligible. And Philip, Arlene got it right. It's good that our team watching. And Evelyn, thank you. That animal, she put it on Facebook. The animal is a meerkat.
Okay, so speaking of meerkats, Gary.
Meerkat,
right?
Philip.
Speaking of
a Russian meerkat.
Okay, so I want to know what the viewers think, because I had a very, very animated discussion with my wife last night where I said something contentious, which that's just a normal conversation. But did you watch Fraser Anning being egged by that 15-year-old?
I didn't, but my wife said that he belted the kid or something.
He did, right? Yeah. So this kid egged Fraser Anning, and by the way,
egging
good on you, whoever
good,
that kid is.
Yeah, but egging. Do we want to encourage people to egg? Is there no other way you can express your disdain
I'm
for
happy
someone?
for Fraser Anning to be egged, right? But ultimately, Fraser Anning turns around, right, and smacks this kid not once but twice.
Really? Where?
And in the head.
Right. Okay.
There's
footage of it, isn't there?
There's footage of it. He's full on smacked him twice in the head. And then, of course, Fraser Anning's henchmen or his followers have pinned this guy to the ground quite aggressively. So the question,
wasn't a kid?
15-year-old kid. So the question I have for the viewers is it acceptable to egg somebody, right? And secondly, is it acceptable if you are egged out of the blue, right? And in defence of Fraser Anning, not that I sympathise with him for 1 second.
I think you should stay away from politics. There might be a lot of Fraser.
But if you're egged out of the blue, right, completely taken by surprise, is it acceptable to then smack the person twice in the head?
So you're doing next week's auction in the Sunday morning, 10:30, in one of your beautiful suits, and someone eggs you. What are you going to do?
Okay, so this is the reason the discussion with Irene was contentious. Because, as I said, no love for Fraser Anning, but I reckon if somebody egged me, right, I'm not sure that I would be able to sustain the reaction that would be my immediate reaction anyway. My wife has absolutely taken me to task.
Why?
She says, quite rightly, first of all, violence is not acceptable. No. And secondly, certainly smacking a 15-year-old in the head twice and then pinning him to the ground is not acceptable.
Well, she should have told your father that, shouldn't she? 50 years ago, 40 years ago, however long it was. That would have been handy for him to know that.
Anyway, so there's something for some viewer feedback. But what I do want to share with you viewers, and I shared with Gary just a few moments ago, we have, as a family, have just finished watching the most delightful series I think I've ever watched. I laughed and I cried, as did the family, through this series called Afterlife, which is Ricky Gervais, written and performed by Ricky Gervais. Viewers, if you want to watch something truly beautiful, watch Afterlife. I don't
understand how you have so much time to watch so many miniseries. I mean, these are series and you watch them, you binge on them, and you watch them. I mean,
which is the perfect segue into the perfect segue into what I said right at the start of GPTV, that brilliant people are able to do so much in a short period of. Thank you, Gary.
Hey, do you know what really annoys me?
Go on, tell me what really annoys me. Should we have a segment with?
What cheeses me off? That's what used to be the hey. What cheeses me off? And I'd love to get some viewer feedback. What cheeses you off? And if it's about real estate agents, even better. But don't egg us. And you can't say what cheeses me off is when I egged Philip Kingston and he belted me back. But what really annoys me is when on Sunday I go to an auction, or I'm in between auctions, and I don't get to stop at the coffee van, and I order a coffee, right? And I get the coffee and I drink it, and I do the auction, and then I realise after the auction I've got a black nose because there was text on the lid of the coffee that said flat white, right, or had Gary, and I do the auction with a black nose. That really annoys me.
And all of the crowd, you think they're bidding, but actually they're pointing to your nose.
I never got such a big price. Couldn't understand why the buyer wouldn't sign the contract.
Great strategy.
But Phil, that really annoys me. So I just want to talk to those people in those cafes that are selling with the texture. Can you not be putting those textures? Because it keeps happening to me. Anyway, shall we talk about the weekend, Philip?
Stupidity. That was show, total stupidity.
It is stupidity, and people, smart people, people watch it? I don't know. I think they do it when they're on
Gary,
the
let's
toilet.
recap. 21 out of 26. That is massive
Great.
viewers.
Well done, team.
And we did get some prices across the weekend that prove that the market, yes, might be subdued, but not every property sells for less than what it did 12 months ago.
No, exactly.
Can we talk about that property?
Which one? Yeah, well, let's go there.
Street.
Okay, Grosvenor Street, 87A Grosvenor Street, Philip. It is not undisclosed. It did sell for $992,000. Great story, by the way.
Yeah, how about this for a story?
And we've got to show the footage of this because this is fantastic, right? The person who bought it actually missed it a year ago.
12 months ago, they were
sold
at the
for
auction.
$950. They missed it for whatever reason. Now they've come and bought it and they reckon they're happy. Have a look at this. So what a great story that is.
How
footage.
amazing is it that that buyer missed it 12 months ago, paid more for it today, but was actually in the market for a further 12 months.
There you go. So not everything's gone down over the last 12 months. Some things have in fact gone up. So go figure. 9 at 51 Kooyong Road, Armadale, Philip. That was a flying auction.
Four bidders.
Bedroom. Four bidders for one bedroom. We don't care how big or small they are. Bring them in. We want to sell them.
We love those little one bedders because we sell a lot of them.
Sold for $341, Philip. And well done to Jeremy Rosen's Jolser. Jeremy Rosen's is the king of Wando Grove, Philip. He sold for $700,000 an apartment there, which was great. Hammerdale Avenue, another great Jeremy Rosen's auction. Lamore handled that.
Loving all of these St Kilda apartment sales.
Well above it. Now Magnolia Road, Philip, prices undisclosed, but we did shoot GPTV from there, and it was somewhat of a benchmark property and a benchmark price.
We did set a new benchmark price for that, but having said that, shout out to Amnon Weber, the architect, and OTS, which is Out of the Square Developments, because I think that they have, yet again, with so many of our developers, always setting new standards. This guy has set a new standard for that style of property. So well done to OTS and Amnon Weber.
Philip, Glen Huntley Road, 8 at 848 Glen Huntley Road. We can't talk about the result, but because the price is undisclosed, but it went for more than $100,000 over expectation.
Over the top end of our range?
It did, Philip.
Wow.
It was quite extraordinary, and we had 4 bidders, but it was a wonderful property. You know, some properties just got that thing, and this one just
got
had
the
that
wow
thing.
factor,
Got the wow
Gary.
factor, Philip, like the one we're in at the moment.
Yes, talk about that later.
We will. Loch Avenue, well, certainly again, another competitive auction. We don't have the result there, unfortunately, nor do we on Allison Road, Elsternwick, but that was also a good auction and sold very shortly after auction from somebody who just kind of rocked up on the day.
A bit of a theme at the moment, viewers, is that the auction process is alive and well, firstly, but it's secondly, what it is doing is bringing buyers. We don't necessarily transact under the hammer, but we will pass in, then negotiate afterwards. So we're getting a lot of auction sales as a result of an immediate pass in and a negotiation.
We are indeed, Philip, well said. Let's talk about where we are, because Philip, I've got to say that one of the things I love about where we are is I used to deliver the newspaper to this house as a young lad, and I know you don't believe it, but I did used to get up early in the morning
and do
the newspaper. I did.
I've got to tell you, I do believe, viewers, that you did do the paper round. I did do the paper round, but this was in the days where not everybody had a telephone, firstly, so that they couldn't ring the newsagent in the morning and say, look, it's 11 o'clock, I still haven't got my newspaper. And the newsagent, I know this for a fact because I spoke to the newsagent once, he said, Gary Peer always delivered the newspaper. He was 100% reliable. Not once did he send you out on your round and the newspaper wasn't delivered, except it got there, generally speaking. It was the morning edition that got there in the afternoon.
And that's not true. I used to do it very early in the morning before I met you.
What time?
Well, it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock, Philip, it was. I only did it a few times, mind you, but I did used to do the newspaper run, and I did used to work in the local milk bar as well, Phil. But I've got to say that when I used to do the run, I used to love these houses. This strip of houses where we are right now in St George's Road, the most of my run.
Here we are, viewers, at St George's Road, the most beautiful Federation or Edwardian, depending on your description. First of all, this house has got a drop-dead gorgeous facade. It's on the west side of the street, which of course is the best side of the street, unless we're selling a house on the other side of the street.
Because it means that you're not sincere when you say it. And you know, we don't want you to have a lack of sincerity.
It is the west side of the street because that's where you want your afternoon sun coming into your kitchen meals, family room, and flooding across across your pool. The owners have done the most incredible and exquisite renovation
Sure
here. Architect designed from the front door to the back fence and everything in between. And the spaces are just beautiful. They work incredibly.
This is a beautiful property, Philip. Very excited. One of the best, if not the best offering in Elsternwick at the moment, and maybe could be for the year, Philip, because it doesn't get better than this particular property.
We've got the whole gambit here, Gary. We've got a large parcel of land. We've got plenty of off-street car parking. We've got all of the bedroom and bathroom accommodation you should want. And of course, St George's Road is arguably top 3 streets of Elsternwick.
It is, Phil. Only one thing missing, Phil, is that there used to be a milk bar on the corner up there.
I know.
Of St George's Road. I did work there, and it had a pinball machine. We probably went and hung out
we
there
did.
a few times.
We played pinball machine
there. Got a few free
there.
games there, because I was pretty good at the old pinball in the day, as you were. You were okay.
No, I was not good. I used to be fascinated about how you could be so good.
I was good at
If only you had have applied those pinball skills to the business, we'd have 300 offices around the country
and we'd
now.
be profitable as well. Anyway, come down to this property. Darren and Sally and the team are involved in the sale of it. We're all hands-on. It's owned by somebody, of course, that we know very well, Philip, as well, who we are very excited to represent. So please get down to 71 St George's Road. Details are on the screen right now. Phil, this weekend...
Yes, busy weekend.
Very excited.
How many auctions this weekend?
We have 22, Philip, over 12 suburbs.
22 across 12 suburbs.
And you know what? I've got an intense auction weekend, Philip. I don't know why.
You have, Gary. You're now going to actually get an understanding of how hard I've worked to carry this business. Since 1986. You're now doing what I've done every Saturday and every Sunday. I can't wait to see how pathetically tired you are on Sunday nights.
I'm a bull. I'm going to be fine, Phil. I start off at the only 10:30 a.m. auction, Philip, which is on Saturday, and it's in Macrina Street. We're going to do the Macrina. At 10:30 in Oakleigh, do the Macrina. Oakleigh East, Philip.
Yes, Gary.
41 Macrina Street.
What a great property on 751 square metres of land. What a great home. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, plenty of off-street car parking.
You'll be round the corner, Philip, also doing the Bentleigh thing, and you're going to be in Centre Road meeting with Leon Guzenfitter and the team at your first auction at 11:30 a.m.
The most immaculate home, Gary. 3 bedrooms, or use it as 4, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, double lock-up garage, and a single, and that is walking distance to the wonderful Centre Road shopping centre.
I'm going to be leaving Oakleigh, Philip, and I'm going, or Oakleigh East, and I'm going to be in St Kilda East at 37 Rosamond Street. I love the look and feel of this home.
You say Rosamond, I say Rosamond Street, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, beautifully renovated throughout, and you can't beat being part of the St Kilda and St Kilda East groove.
Indeed you can't, Philip. Freeman Street, Caulfield is my 12:30 auction. I'm going to be on a bit of a roll there, Phil, and I'm looking forward to that one with Joel Sir.
And I won't be doing an auction at that time, Gary, which means I will be a free man you're in Freeman Street.
That's right, you will be a free man.
Champagne comedy this morning, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a lock-up garage. I love that sort of real estate.
And Leo will just be up the road, Philip, at Ulupna Road in Ormond. We are busy in Ormond. We've got 3 Ormond auctions on Saturday, Philip. I don't think there's been many agents that have ever had that many.
Gary, and neither does any other agent deserve to have them. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage, courtyard gardens, lots to love there.
And Philip, Leo is going to be in Omama Road doing the Omama thing in Murrumbina at 1:30 p.m.
Gary, we love these single-fronted homes that come with their own parcel of land. This is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a car space. Love it, and we love that location.
Oh, mama, what a great opportunity. Philip, at 1:30, I'm going to be in Ormond, like we are going to be all day, in 32 Walsh Street, Ormond with Leon.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, immaculate, beautifully renovated. You can't beat something like that for the portfolio.
Jeremy Rosen hops over to Dandenong Road, Philip. That's that fantastic looking property on the corner of Dandenong Road and Kuyon Road. That home will look so much better with a soul sticker on the board because it's a high profile corner, Philip. We better perform there.
It is, Gary, and you know, great value there because of the position. You'd pay $1 million more for this around the corner.
Absolutely.
So great opportunity, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And in that position, you've got plenty of off-street car parking for 3 cars. A stunning home. Very exciting to put that to the market.
Beautiful looking home, and equally excited as you are, Philip. 2:30 is your second and last auction for the day. You've got a big gap between 11:30 and 2:30, which is unusual for you usually because you just run one after the other.
Unusually for me, usually.
Yeah, unusually for you usually.
You know, you're...
I like to twist the English language around a bit.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of car parking, Gary. Check out the polished timber floorboards. Check out the kitchen. What a stunning home. I look forward to that.
6 Russell Street, that one was, Philip, and we are going to be back in Ulupna Road at 3:30. We love doing the Ulupna Shuffle, we call it there, Phil. Graham Cullen's going to be auctioning this.
1 bedroom apartments don't come any better than this. Beautiful in throughout. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and certainly just move straight into that.
Yes, we're in 8 suburbs on Saturday. A busy day, Philip. Let's talk about Sunday now because we've got triple auction action at 10:30 a.m. Phil, I've got the first one here to talk about in Bundeera Road. 3
bedrooms, 2 glorious bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, which is unusual for those villa homes, Gary. That's a property with everything.
Park Avenue, Glen, that's Leo's territory, Phil, and he's looking forward to auctioning this terrific property.
Gary, check out the courtyard on this. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, parquetry floors. That's probably one of the biggest private spaces that you'll get, which will always mean that that apartment will be popular.
24 Snowdon Avenue, Philip, that one rolls out 10:30 a.m. on Sunday.
Yes, by Lord Snowdon. Remember Lord Snowdon, Gary?
No.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, and this is a really stunning home. The renovation there is magnificent, so looking forward to that.
Wasn't Snowdon that place in Adelaide where all the bodies were found?
Yes, no, that was Snowtown, Gary.
Okay, fair enough.
Snowtown. The bodies in the barrel, Gary.
Bodies
Crazy people that live in Adelaide, aren't
crazy
they?
people. I've got to tell you what they do for a kick on a Saturday night.
I've got to tell you that Adelaide has always had its dark side, Gary.
There was a series
rather
of it.
dark and sinister side with a actual undercurrent of weird sexuality.
Is that right?
Shout out to all of our Adelaide viewers that have now unsubscribed.
Exactly right. There you go. No, Anthony LaPuglia did a whole thing. Did you see that? It was called some series.
It's a seriously tourists come to Adelaide. Tourists come to Adelaide for the wineries, and they call it the city of churches. Well, it needs to be the city of churches, Gary, because I think there's a lot of repenting that needs to be done in that city.
There goes our Adelaide client base.
Weird place.
There they go. Well, goodbye to all of our Adelaide clients. 11:30 a.m. triple auction action. Philip, we're going to be in Balaclava Road, 28 at 53. In fact, Leo Samuel auctions this. I love that building, Greyfriars.
Gary, it is a ripper. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and if you've never seen this building, viewers, go and have a look at it because there's so much garden area and common area. It's wonderful.
Narrawong Crescent, Philip, that one goes off at 11:30. With you doing the auction, you're going to be a little bit busier on Sunday, I'm happy to say. Take us through this one.
4 or 5 bedrooms, 4 incredible bathrooms, Gary, double lock-up garage and a swimming pool. That's the complete package, Gary. That's got everything.
My second of my 5 auctions on Sunday, Philip.
5 auctions, Gary. Oh my goodness, you'd better have spaghetti for dinner the night before. Build up your carb load.
I haven't had spaghetti for... Do you ever eat spaghetti?
Do you know what? I love spaghetti. I don't even eat it often, but when I do eat it, I like to eat it at Cafe de Stasio. In fact, let's go there for lunch today.
I don't mind. I'm up for it.
I think we will. If you haven't been to the new de Stasio on the city, viewers, absolutely stunning. We should actually have a preferred vendor evening there.
I reckon, I'll tell you one thing, if there's a challenge of spaghetti eating, you're going to win it in terms of cleanliness because I'm going to end up with pasta all over me, Philip. It's just part of the joy. 1 Urandaline Grove, that's going to be at 11:30. I'm auctioning that one, Philip.
Gary,
what a great
I
street.
love this address. It's an incredible, beautiful street, and this is a lovely home. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, plenty of off-street car parking, plenty of land, plenty of garden, lots of opportunity there.
Pretty little tree-lined street, Philip, little winding avenue. Not many people know about it. Triple auction action at 12:30. 50 Armand Street is your 12:30.
Gary, it may not be my 12:30 because it may well have a sold sticker on the board. Look out for that, viewers. It might be sold before auction. There's a scoop on GPTV. You heard it first.
That's so exciting, Philip. Everybody's gripped. 3 Banksia Road, Caulfield South. Well, I'm due to do that auction, Philip, with
Gary,
Joel.
great little spot there. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and plenty of off-street car parking, parquetry floors. That's a lovely, lovely home. A good family home. Good entry into the market.
Brighton Road, Elsternwick, Philip. I should say Ripponlea. Call it Ripponlea or Elsternwick. Call it home, Philip. That's a terrific apartment.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, a stunning property and a stunning building, and we do love that part of the world.
Well, we know that building well, sold there before. Philip, at 1:30 p.m. we've got double auction action. We're going to be at 333 Glen, Eira Road, and you are the auctioneer for that one.
And Gary, I'm looking forward to this. A big family home, a glamorous family home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double carport, a swimming pool. I think that's a stunning home.
I'm due to auction Glen Huntly Road, Philip, at 1:30. I think this might also be sold or on the way to being sold. 38874 Glen Huntly Road, Caulfield South.
And viewers, just a bit of an update. We are selling a lot of properties prior to auction. So if you are interested in any of our homes, you do need to stay looking at your text, because if a sale is imminent, we will get in contact with you, but that property may be sold. If it's not, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 2 car parks.
301 at 28 Riddell Parade, Elsternwick, Philip, 2:30 p.m.
One of my favourite buildings, Gary. This was built by developer City Plan, who do an incredible job.
They sure do.
And this is a beautiful building because downstairs you can go to, you can eat dinner at Pinter, and then Hunter and Co. downstairs. Beautiful cafe.
That's some culinary delights at your doorstep there, but a great apartment in a wonderful location.
Culinary delights.
Yeah, hey, I popped into that big festival, you know, the In One Voice
In
festival.
One Voice. Did
Got
you?
myself a falafel. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, did after the auction, just went down there very quickly after our auction.
We have so many wonderful community events throughout our target area, and lots of lovely farmers markets too, Gary. You're the farmers market expert.
Well, this fourth Saturday this week, we've got the one in Bentleigh, Philip.
Do you know what I'm going to do, Gary? Because I think the viewers will be interested. I'm going to get you one of those selfie sticks, seriously, that you can actually film yourself at farmers markets, and we'll do a little farmers market segment.
Well, happy to do that.
It'd be nice.
In our areas where we work and
seriously,
live and
it'd be a fun thing to do.
Phil, that's a big wrap on GPTV. We're babbling on, but we're going to make Melbourne great again. We are making Melbourne great again. Make no mistake about that.
Make Melbourne great again. We're going to get some caps. If you want one of those caps, viewers, send in...
we are in no way saying that you have to endorse Donald Trump if you get one of those caps. We're not saying that we're going to endorse him, but we do want to make Melbourne great again. And we are, Philip, with our clearance rates, because things are happening at Gary Field. So, hey, we've got some more new people joining us as well. How about that?
Well, we've got to do an intro on GP. I reckon every time somebody comes and joins us, which is really kind of weekly at the moment, we should do a quick segment, a little quick interview segment with welcoming them. Say it again.
Welcoming, Philip.
They've been bored.
We've got 2 dynamic women, and we should talk about them, shouldn't we? 2 dynamic ladies, but we'll do that next time. We're running out of time.
Have a little interview segment.
Yes, that's a big wrap. Thanks for picking up the meerkat, and that's a big wrap on GPTV. We'll see you next week. I'm Gary Pearce.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fabulous week.